Okay, let's continue this. I actually don't remember what I had to do. I think I had to leave. Maybe back to the dorms. I don't know if anywhere specific here though. And suddenly we were greeted with whatever that is. You again? Is he broken? I suppose his emotional stability reached its limit. Yeah, whatever you say, King. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah.
Is that Makoto?
you guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it, that's Makoto!
It's me.
You survived?
Well, girl,
Jeez.
don't you...
You're like a stubborn
Like you're
little
looking at
cockroach,
me.
you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo! Shoo! And in a flash, my tears dried up.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh?
Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Makuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't a killer, and of course it's not me or any of you.
Huh?
Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Makuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you
You
say?
spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV to broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial, when you said now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Makuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh!
Everyone?
I
Hey,
hate
who
you.
said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine with living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other
Interesting.
words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
But
But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Makuro and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall frigging order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh?
I
can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
Indeed.
That's what I thought too at first, until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope Speak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion's perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So in
If
other
the
words,
mastermind really is the one who killed Makuru, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Makuru, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope Speak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in a main hall at the very beginning. Add in Makuru and you get 16. So the mastermind will have to be one of them.
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now?
What?
You're saying the mastermind is one of us? Well, it's clearly not you, babes.
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they have to be controlling Monokuma right now, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but...
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right,
And
right?
maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Ooh, okay.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Hmm?
How very magnanimous. Oh my god, I cannot say that word. Of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for a talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. Yeah, bitch, no one gives a shit about you. I don't care if you go do your thing. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then, after making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream or coffee. It's totally useless. So bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know,
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Yeah, sure. Laughing loudly, Hero left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up to now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
Okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it on my own. Okay, see ya later. Hina was surprisingly in high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
So, you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth by any means necessary. Okay. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to go begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. But then we can all escape together. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuru's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed in a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. He also had been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find who killed Mukuru, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open right now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Oh, that is a lot of things to do, babes. So let's go in order, I guess. Headmasters in the 4th floor. Does it at the thing? It does. Good. Because I'll forget otherwise. Gossip. Love that. Thank you. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Oh, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. I have to talk to him. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? When you meet something interesting. Take a look at this. Okay. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 70A, student registry. Didn't we already see this? Oh no, it was her file. It contains profiles for all of us and Makuro.
So in other
Apparently,
words...
class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Makuro's profile in Kyoko's room.
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of of our profiles are listed in there along with hers.
In other words,
There can be no doubt Mukuru was a student here at Hope Speak Academy just like the rest of us. Mukuru Ikusawa, the 16th student? That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven, tearing, deep way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct, Makuru's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
so in
In
other words,
when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Makuru that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as he skimmed through the report. Makuru reappears suddenly and in the background. An entity floats close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Makuru definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all of this. I need to push forward in my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Makuru's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous, despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir. When she entered Hope Speak Academy, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. The fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Makuru was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Makuru and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Makuru? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Makuru was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Makuru was.
what?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out the other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file you should note. What is it? Did you notice a picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class 70A. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. What? And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you make your way back to the corpse and maybe you think, oh, that could mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Makuru? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What do you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Okay, so she's... Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice for me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her, huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think, call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time, take it or don't as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Okay, just hold that a little bit. So, she's 5'7", right? Yeah. It's 5'5". She's 5'6". Wait. Couldn't be her because she's right in front of me, but anyway, she's 5'3". She's 5'4". Yeah, it couldn't be her. She's 5'5", so it could be her. She's 5'7". Wait, was she 5'7" or 5'5"? I don't remember. Wait, do I get her report? No. Man, hold on. She's 5'7". Okay. So, of all the girls that are dead, I need them to be dead. Sayaka is 5'5", so it couldn't be her. Kyoko's right here. Hina is right here. Couldn't also be Toku. Couldn't be Sakura. Celeste is 5'5". Junko matches in height. She's 5'7". So it could be her body. Chihiro's 10. Okay. Yeah, so it could be Junko. She's a match. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Oh, another sword. There are trophies and even a shield in a display case. Class 78 student registry. Apparently that's us. Has profiles on me and everyone I met at the beginning and Mukuru. Just like us, Mukuru was apparently a new student here, I hope speak. Mukuru, part of the ultimate despair, which means her and the mastermind should have been allies. But then, why would the mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. Okay, so I guess nothing else here. We done already talked to... Oh, already talked to Beyond. Let's go to the data center now. The Monokuma door, right?
Hey, Makoto!
Oh, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you were doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah!
So I figured if all the doors in school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But...
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it, because it might explode, right? And that really sucks, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Yeah, okay, I'll open it. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh, wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. And I didn't explode, so that's good. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Yeah, what about this hatch down here? There's some kind of hatch on the floor, but right now I'm more concerned about that weird device. This? What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? He'd feel me probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean?
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just... or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. What did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one, the button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I probably better go check it out. Yes, please. I'm getting scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you from over here. Yeah. Okay, then. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hey! Give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't see really anything from in here.
Found it.
I guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Controls Monokuma. Who would have thought?
Ah!
Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma?
Oh!
What, for real? Yup, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. That is true then. Yoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true, it's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's the hint. I'm sure, yeah. So he's one of the students. Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Well, I think it is. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible. But I really hope it's not true. So, like... you wanna leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. Can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, wanna get going? Yeah. Girl, but what about this thing though? Like, what's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here. God damn it, I wanted to see the thing. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Ah, the door! It just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
Just a second!
Hey, no fair, you can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit, because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. Then that room, as you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correct, Tamundo.
You're a liar!
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as throughout as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No, because this bitch wouldn't let me. No, wait. The hatch on the floor? Too bad. That was your big one chance, and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course. That hatch can be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Oh. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. Huh? Then when I said we should leave, well, the hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You've got me all motivated again.
You got it!
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off in a full sprint. And I have to do what I can, too. That's the only way forward. Okay, so we check this out. Is there anything on the first floor? No, second floor? No, third floor? No, fourth floor? We checked all of those. Fifth floor. A bunch of things. Okay, let's go. Check out the garden. Huh? It's gone. Girl's body. It's not here? Well, I don't see it anywhere, do you? Maybe the body is inside the tool shed. I'd better check it just to make sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not here either, then it must be, I have no idea where. But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. The tarp played a key role in another case, so I'd better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab? Then this originally came from the Biolab? Okay. Let's leave. That's all I really needed to check here. But where could her body have gone? I better start looking for it. Okay, so we leave here. We have some other areas here that we need to explore. Is the dojo? It's right to the back of us. Right here. Oh god, of course she's here. Oh, Toko. So this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? Exactly. No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? There wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your
Don't
problem?
tell me to calm down. Do you really have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Yeah. Let's leave that. Okay, so there are other places. What is this? Biolab. Okay, let's go over there. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? This is a morgue. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Oh, it's so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I know. Oh my god. Okay. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side... On the other side of what, babe? I don't fucking get it. Ah, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in the horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instructional manual. They offer a necro-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated system have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a dead body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Well, there's a lot of blue lights. No red lights, thank God. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are we 7? It's me, Hina, Kyoko, Byakuya Toko, and that guy, Hero. We're 6. So there's one more person here that is alive, which is the mastermind, and that explains the 7 things over there. Okay, this is not gonna be anything different. There's some kind of weird... Okay. The ones on the left. The right hand lights are off. While looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up to... It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue. Another one of the victims is... I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Okay, so just look and see who's here and who's not. That's simple. Right? Apparently not. Because he's not doing anything. So is everyone who's died? Then does that mean... Since Makuro's body disappeared from the garden, could it be in here? I need to check, but I have no idea how to open this thing. Maybe check the manual? Where? God damn it. Oh, there's some kind of book right here. Oh, okay. I think you just press the red button, right? Yeah, okay. Since he doesn't know, I guess I'll just fuck off. Was there anything else? Okay, to Headmaster, we already done that. Biolab, we've done that. On Akumador, done that. And the second floor of the dormitory area. Okay. So, dormitory first floor. Okay, we do not have access to the second floor via teleportation. So I would say it's over here, right? The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Yeah. It definitely looks fucked. Okay, let's just go straight up here. Can we go here? This is the girls' bathroom, even though the place like this. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Can we go in here? No, but we can go in here. That's for sure. Yeah. This bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. I opened the door just a crack glimpse inside and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Okay, so nothing. Let's just leave. Okay, so since he doesn't want to investigate the girls' bathroom, let's investigate the boys' bathroom. Swear to God. Okay, nothing to see here. What the fuck? This room is filled with lockers. Must have been for the Hope Speak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Yeah, let's go one by one, shall we? Can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. There's no way to get it open. It looks like this locker is already broken. Okay, I didn't click on that. What the fuck? I'm not clicking on that. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. But you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and read it across the card reader and then... No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it. Which means none of us can do it. But I would know how to, actually. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. Yeah. So maybe if we get the dead people's hand e-books, we can read them. We can open them. Only one more to try. Let's see. Nope, it's also locked. Can we open this? No luck. Okay, so let's go to the first floor and try and get those e-handbooks after this. What kind of place is this? This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It's more of... It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Can you share with the glass, please? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Okay, Can't look at that. Can't look at that. Can look at this. Let's just look at the computer. There's a PC on a desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much though, nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is, not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands
Correct.
on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. What the fuck is this? Well, can we try and log into this? Or not? The desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Okay. Let's investigate that. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. It's some kind of design mistake or construction defect or something.
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze? Indeed. There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick. Yes, so easy I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up. But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right. That's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork and the files on the PC and I couldn't... everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to. But nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. There's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just thinking of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable after the way she talked about her dad. The idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, do whatever you want. Okay. I bet it is the password. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more. Bro, I don't give a fuck. She needs therapy. If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself and turned to face the computer. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, as I finished typing it in. Yeah, I was wrong, right? What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked.
Why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. I hope there's not a dead body in here. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. Present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Yeah, let's investigate everything. I better check out. Okay. Oh, I wanted to do everything but the present. Let's check it. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. We can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprisingly, probably. Surprising, probably. Imagine it explodes. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'd be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. I hope it's not a dick. I hope it's just... oh my god, be anything but a dick. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and took off the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside it. Of course, he screamed. Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Oh, it's just bones. Why would you scream because you saw bones? They're so stupid. What was in a box? It was bones, human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Honestly, I thought it was gonna be a full human head, so I think bones is quite good. Just as I thought. What? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there, human bones. Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing, a dead guy in a box. My father, huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in a box. Those bones, that body, that's my father, or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this is a killing game. This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step and hope speak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume.
In other words,
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That was my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Okay, can I look at everything else now? Dang. Huh? This picture. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
Why would you...
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So, what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Well, I could think of a few, actually. I mean, Ted Bundy wasn't really nice, and, well, I don't know if Hitler had any kids, but there's that, I guess. Kyoko. Don't know if those are canon in the Danganronpa universe, though, so maybe not. This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a closer look. But I don't think Kyoko will like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff.
Hey.
It's fine, check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top, but all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
Well?
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
Now,
if he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure? Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each of one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this? Ooh, nice. It's an e-book, right? And it has a label on it that says in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority. The headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think I'm probably right.
It would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko...
I
don't need it if I don't want it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Girl, let's just take it and let's just go.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? You've been asking a lot of favors recently. Sure. Favor, what is it? I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but could you leave? Actually, that's a great favor you just asked.
Correct.
Just for a little while, I'd like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just
I need
a second.
to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory, and this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right,
anyway.
I'm sorry. Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. And I'll see you later. Oh, thank God, she's too dramatic. I can't stand her ass. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope Speak staff. Okay, it's just flashback. Yeah, we know. It was Kyoko's dad. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... It's some student. And I'm assuming it's Makuru, right? 15 of us met in a mail hall. Add Makuru to the mix and you get 16. Oh, it's either Makuru or Junko, because they're the only ones with the same height. So either that was Junko's body or that was Makuru's body, and Junko is the the mastermind, or that was Junko's body and Makuru is the mastermind. It's one of those. 15 of us met in a mail hall. Add Makuru to the mix and you get 16, and including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Makuru. Allegedly. Even she's undeniably dead. You said it may not have been her. So the ones still left alive are me, Bianca, Hiro, Kyoko, Ina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. There's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. If it's one of us, it's not me, and it's not Hina, because she was with me when Monokuma was being controlled. I think Hiro is just too much of a dumbass to beat the mastermind, but maybe that's the plot twist. So I would presume it's either Kyoko or Toko if it's one of the people that are... No, not Toko, Byakuya. It's either Kyoko or Byakuya if it's someone that is alive. That is for sure alive, because there are 7 people here. Like, we know someone else is alive because the mastermind is controlling Monokuma, so we know there's someone else. Right? I'm assuming. And if it is one of the dead people, it's either Makuru or Junko, because they're the only ones that are 5'7". Girls, that is. Okay, leaving this area. Let's go back to this area and check out those lockers. So it's one over here. Wonder if I can open this locker. Okay, just don't use your handbook, just use the fucking thing. What about the emergency handbook I found in Headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and... Alright, that's what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay. Looks like the locker open. Now let's see what we got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay, one more here. Okay, this thing is practically empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose is it. But there's some writing inside, it could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. Looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There is a plan to turn Hope Speak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our students' prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko, it couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly, just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing, but when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so we survived. Bitch, I was reading that. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us, and so we survived. There's a second despair. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so over here, I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader, and looks like the locker opened. Gotta see, I think there might be a clue. Okay, this is the last one. Is there gonna be anything? Ooh. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Oh, it's Hero's. It's definitely his. It's the crystal ball and everything. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? I don't think so. There's all kind of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and as natural as possible. I picked up one of the notebooks I saw, but the moment I looked inside of the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakuri. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Okay. That is a lot. But the more I see, the less it makes sense. Because these lockers... I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belonged to Hiro. And a pocketbook that seems like it belonged to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward, and I have to believe in everyone. Okay, but where do I go now? The fuck? Well, I guess time's up.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely?
I guess.
Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
I don't trust that. But I'll go, but I don't trust that. What, now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Oh, okay, I get teleported. Nice. Oh, hey, hero. Makoto? Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard about Akuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait. There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? Looks like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Oh god. Is this gonna be about me? I hope it's not about me.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome. Hello, are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? This must be the envelope. Just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Akuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Okay. That's Byakuya on the right. That's Byakuya, Hina, Toko, Kyoko, Chihiro, Junko, I suppose. Fucking Taka, I think. The fat one. Sakura. The K-pop one, I forgot her name. Sayaka, Hiro, Mukuru, Leon, fucking whatever that is, and Celeste. And Makoto's not here. It was everyone who'd come to Hope Speak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file, Mukuru Ikusawa, then this girl is... Wait, why? Why is Mukuru here with everyone else? And even more than that. Just having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope Speak Academy, so it's natural for me not to be in this picture. But what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean? Could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep us... How long are you gonna keep up this rambling? So... I don't know how to say that of yours, Hamlin.
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda getting in the way standing there, you know? So I mean, get out. But I told you, I'm not fielding any questions.
I Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That would be totally out of the left field. Whatever you say, I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Okay. Whatever that is, so in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion, and with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looked so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Okay, and where is everyone? I don't have a crystal ball, which I don't know where everyone is. Dormitory first floor, please. I would assume here, since this is usually where we meet. Can you guys see? So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto? Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina, why? Why won't you talk to me? The fuck? You guys, this is not cool. Where else is everybody? Okay, somebody in the archive. Let me go. Over here? Wait. Library. Where's the library? Here. I wish Toko was already here. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait. But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. What is up with y'all? What the fuck? Oh, speak third floor. Anyone here? Nope, fourth floor. Nobody there. Someone in the garden. Oh, we already talked to two people. There's 3 left. Oh, he's not talking to us. Hey, hero. Odo, what's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No, sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? Still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I found. It was like he was avoiding me, like he was afraid of me. Why? Oh, Monokuma did something, alright. That I know for sure. Oh, okay, nobody in here. Where else? I can't seem to find Kyoko though. I decided to visit the bio lab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Huh, Toko? Toko, are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? It's cold, it's super cold. It's so cold I think I might catch cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see!
What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't.
Have
Oh,
you
then
reached
what?
that
Hot and
certain
bothered?
age?
Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know, last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What did you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right, your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga, we share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate.
You SOB!
I don't say it like it's a bad thing, it's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgot something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. Oh, no, it's more like half. Okay, I don't know why that would be necessary. But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat. I don't know, I'm sure Bianco is around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes!
By himself? I assume so.
Oh, I'm
I
on
knew
fire!
it, I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Coco shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. Oh, I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Maybe that body right here. The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut down last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
You faint so easily. Kyoko,
Makoto.
it's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
Well, listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would
it's a
seem...
morgue. Yeah,
I knew
I
it.
suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge to see what was in there, and well, there you have it. You know she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became
It
clear.
would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the blood inside it and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why is everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway,
We should close it up. Don't wanna leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. How come? Because Mukuru's body is in here. Mukuru's corpse? Mukuru's body is inside the
I
fridge.
see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in a class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right, Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, that's it. Okay, girl, we better hurry. We should ask Kyoko about the group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier.
Phew.
You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. Wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. I should ask Kyoko about the... Okay. We already did that.
Because...
So I guess I would click on the body. It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. Okay then. Well, what else should I do? On the left side, Yeah, I
It
saw
would
that.
seem...
It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Mukuru's, there's 9 in all. 9 lights? Yeah, that makes perfectly total sense. Anything else? Anything new? That's the type that was used to help camouflage the body in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the biolab and took it over there. Okay.
Whew.
Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victims' identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Why does it say they were old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However...
That doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds make it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? Well, we got all the Monokuma file right after... Well, we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
But what if Mukuru herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least...
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words...
Then they envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then as they investigate or test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, but beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
Hey.
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Makuru's profile, it listed her height and her weight.
So...
5 foot 7 inches, 90 pounds, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? Remember all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
Indeed.
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case, without a doubt, Mukuru Kusaba. 97
And?
pounds. 97 pounds is important. Hold on. Listen. It has to be this bitch. Either she's dead and Mukuru is alive, or she's alive and Mukuru's dead. Cause it matches exactly. Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then...
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuru's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
Why?
Sad? Did you forget she was our enemy once? A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey.
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
Whew.
Really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So
I
then...
think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now,